Traffic controllers in particular have always been concerned with industry innovation around devices, and their struggle with that has been the thought that, oh shit, if they bring in traffic lights, I'm not going to have a job.
The construction companies, they would prefer, things like lights and signs over people, over traffic controllers. And, you've got new equipment coming along like the Portaboom, and automation is going to impact it. And I'm guessing, really what my question is, what do you think is going to be the impact on the demand for traffic control over the next, say, 3 to 5 years?
On traffic controllers?
On the people side of things.
Look, for every piece of equipment that gets introduced to industry, there needs to be someone that operate it, whether they're standing right next to it or whether they're standing back from it. The way rules are structured around these pieces of equipment is that there needs to be a fail-safe, and that fail-safe is going to be a human to jump out there and stop traffic if a set of lights fails, or whatever the case may be. Traffic controllers in particular have always been concerned with industry innovation around devices, and their struggle with that has been the thought that, oh shit, if they bring in traffic lights, I'm not going to have a job. And what our industry doesn't particularly do very well is creating pathways for those people who are engaged in our industry. But for every new bit of kit that comes in, there's a new skill set required to be able to operate that. So will you be standing on the bat anymore? No, but you can learn how to operate that. There's a lot of people in the industry that are happy with their TC ticket, allowing them to do stop slow, who, with potentially a bit more ambition or some foresight, would go and upskill themselves and become more useful to their employer in the industry. That's, the way for individuals to future-proof themselves, because as slow as it is to bring innovation to our industry, it will come. It's like a freight train. You're not going to stop it. It's just how and when that happens is the question. But people need to get on board. Like with a lot of jobs are going to disappear, and those manual roles become technician roles, because machines don't operate on their own.